Hello, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. So, I have got the turn back from Dadman, which is pretty fun. He actually says here on the email, lost track of the Kiddabatai. That can't be for, well, that can't be healthy for my CVs. Time to bail. Yeah, one would imagine. One might imagine. But I don't know, I don't think he ever, I don't know, does he do the thing he says he's going to do though? That's a question. We've seen it before where he has certainly done the opposite. We didn't think he would go in today, but he did. Question is, does he stick around? I don't think he's gonna just, I don't know. There's a good chance he just bugs off. There is a solid chance of that. That would make sense. However, I do feel like he might potentially head in a different direction. But even then, I don't think so. He's noted the fact that he's lost track of Kiddabatai. It's not a good position to be in, really, is it? Let's be frank there. So, who we got on the stream, then? Hello there, Miss Avad. Yes, yes. I had some black coffee for the earlier stream, and I've woken the hell up now. So, yeah, so much for going to bed a little bit earlier tonight. Let's get this done. Hey, doing that very gamer. I feel you, man. Hey, Dinner Vulcan, good to have you. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think my internet's finally working. Oh, that's awesome, man. Glad to have you. You know what? I was meant to actually look into how to get the chat to show up on streams. I'll have to do that for the next one. Okay. I am sick and tired of these. Oh, that makes me laugh. Okay. How you doing there, by the way, Paul? And Stein, good to have you. Right. So I don't think we're in a bad position. I don't think there's a tremendous amount that can go wrong, really. And we might lose aircraft. Maybe he goes in hard at the battle. Maybe he does indeed go for that bombardment, but I'm not too sure about that. I don't think we'll actually see an attack. He can get out of the area. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, don't jinx us. Oh, wow, Kaiserreich. That'd be very interesting, wouldn't it? Right. How you doing, Basketball? Good to have you, my friend. So he's split there, apparently. That's interesting. We do have an encounter here. There we go. There we go. Just like... Okay. It's gonna get spicy now. But this is a desperate move. That's a lot of ships to have in here. Like, we might see him actually get through for the bombardment. There's gonna be a lot of ships in his way here. It is indeed a scary task force, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, this is kinda... we kinda expected this to a degree. We will lose ships here, but ideally we can force them. Wow, they've been obliterated by these shells. Not too surprising, though. But we'll see here. We'll see. I mean, we can replace aircraft, but he's in a very interesting position right now. Yeah, ship side penetrated. Take another hit there. But I don't think he would do this unless he was forced to do so. Don't worry, we have more ships where that comes from.
Friends. This is your #1 enemy, Orphan Anne, from
Not right
Radio
now.
Tokyo, with another blow to your morale and some music to console you.
Yes, we have
Today,
95 mines
the
of
Imperial
Raphael.
government announced that the Imperial Navy has achieved another great victory near Rabaul.
And that's
with
a
the
lot of heavy
sinking
cruiser
two
there.
carriers, a battleship, and numerous cruisers and destroyers.
They never get old. Yeah, we'll see. We do have a lot of ships here, so let's see then. So he's encountering other forces. So he's moving here. Okay, so that's a little bit unfortunate. He's moved past other forces. Okay, he might get the bombardment off here. He's probably going to get the bombardment off here. We'll see how this goes. Ideally, it's not as bad as it could be. But he's not going to have a lot of detection here unless he's doing a night search. We do have the Able DD force here. They're up against some pretty hefty opposition here. I mean, the best case here is we force them to use ammunition. We still have another 3 DDs here. Ideally get some torpedoes out. I was hoping that we would have had the PBs get in there, but seems not. But come on. We have a Gugumo class of 2 for bookies here. takes a shell hit, which is not great. Which is not too badly affected so far. That's going to affect her, though. Yeah, best case is they get some torpedoes. They're 2,000 yards here. If they can get torpedoes off, we're going to be at least getting some torpedoes out. Come on, I just want to see some of these torpedoes hit. I feel like my torpedoes just do not hit as much as I'd like to. Yeah, I was hoping that he might have been forced to actually waste some ammunition on our low power ships, but he went straight through there. Yeah, she's taking another shell there. Come on, leave those torpedoes. It's 2,000 yards, it's at night, come on. I know you're incredibly outnumbered, but come on, get those torpedoes there. Okay, Iceycrome is still going to fight here. Right, range is at 4,000 yards. I mean, this is it. Ideally, we can waste as much of the ammunition here as possible. Come on, we need some of these torpedoes to hit home. It's 4,000 yards. Come on, there's a lot of ships there. Okay, Iceycrome is taking on a lot of those hits there. 3,000 yards. Come on, more torpedoes, please hit. No, apparently our torpedoes just cannot hit. And it's annoying as well. That is annoying. $5,000 yards. Yeah, we are very unlucky here, aren't we, really? But we'll manage it as we go. I mean, Iceycrome so far took all the shell hits, which is not good for Iceycrome. But, well, it's going to elongate the battle here. Well, you'd think so, and they do have a very able commander. Yeah, Iceycrome is obviously taking quite a lot of hits there. She makes it out being very surprised. But ideally we force them to use more shells. I mean, every shell they get spent here is shells that could be used against the bow. Ah, come on, really, it's... You'd think, I mean, you can imagine, had our torpedoes actually landed, we could have really done some damage here. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Sure. But they're doing their work. They're doing their job. Forcing them to use munitions. Iceycrome goes down there, not too surprising. I was hoping that she might have got some torpedoes off there, but unfortunately not. I mean, these hits against BLeAcHACiD aren't do anything. We need the torps, but they're doing their job. They're holding as much as they can. Yeah, it would have been nice to see some torpedoes actually hit home. That's where we have really bad luck. It just feels that way sometimes. Oh well. I mean, he is coming in hard here. I mean, the beautiful thing is we still have Lei as a potential base, but the task forces break off. Okay. Not so bad, man. Not so bad. I mean, Iceycrome goes down there, unfortunately, but not so bad. We still have the other DD, so let's see what happens here. Withdrawn after combat, interesting. If we get through the night phase, I think we're pretty much good to strike back. That's the thing here. Now, I think he'll have a bombardment potentially later, but we'll have to hope for the bloody best, to be honest. Ideally, he's used ammunition. It's not gone as well as we hoped. We hoped that we could have had more of those task forces blocking him. But we'll have to see here, really. Ah, right, okay, so it's still going here, but we have another 3 DDs potentially intercepting here. Come on, let's get some torpedoes off. Yeah, more G3s are on strike. 1,000 yards, come on, they can't possibly miss with torpedoes. I mean, these are the lighter DDs. But please get a torpedo off in there. That'd be nice. Alright, torpedoes out. You can hit a DD. I can hit a DD, but I can't hit a effing heavy cruiser. I mean, where is the, Okay. Well, that happened. At least we hit something, right? Come on, they're gonna last as long as they possibly can here. I just can't believe I hit something, to be honest. I was hoping that we might have hit more, but hey. 1 inch. Yeah, they're just gonna force them to spend that ammunition. But it's interesting that San Francisco is using just AA now. Ideally, he's used a lot of ammunition. I was hoping he might have had to use more, to be honest. But he's really not hit into as many task forces as I was hoping. And there are absolutes. It just must be that they were missed due to the night. Okay. Right, torpedoes out. Right, we're ordered to disengage here. It seems task force breaks off. Well, it's not too bad then. I would have hoped that we might have actually been able to do more damage. And we'll see here. So, ideally there's no bombardment, but it looks likely there's going to be a bombardment of some nature. This is a AS, I believe it is, which is not great. But if it forces him to use more ammunition, then so be it. I think it's the AS or it's an AK. It's something of some value. But, well, if it stops the base being bombarded... It's still not that bad. Okay, it's an AK. That's not too bad. These are converted ones, so they're not worth that much, actually. But I'm not... Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa, we had a collision there. Whoa. Okay. Wow. Okay, we had a collision there between the actual cruisers there. Interesting. But again, this is better. Even losing AKs, losing any sort of ship here is still worthwhile. As long as it forces him to use his ammunition, we can strike back in the daytime. We're gonna make it to that daytime. Which is taking these 18 shells, which is good. Oh, Halls is in charge. I didn't see that. Come on, just absorb these shells. Stay afloat. But I mean, the beautiful thing here is the AKE has actually caused more damage to the cruisers than the DDs did. That's the amusing thing. Fanni with firing. Okay, she goes down there. Right, sunk by Pensacola, was it? But we had a collision there. That's going to cause damage, ideally. She still took more shells. Ideally, there's more here. Apparently, his light cruisers are better at being the torpedoes. Well, that's it, isn't it, really? Yeah, there we go. St. Louis collides with Pensacola. That's good. Ideally, more ships are encountered here. Good, right, okay. This could be like another AKE. It's not great because we had supply aboard them. But as long as it forces them to use ammunition, that's fine. This is what we want here. We want this to happen. It's not good, but every shot counts. Every shot does count. 2,000 yards. Right, so it's an AD, destroy tender. Oh, they managed to escape. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, second collision would be nice. Let's see what happens next. It's going to be a long night. Withdrawn to the ball. Oh, withdrawn. Right, okay. That might be the AS. Or the... It's going to be something of value. Again, sucks to lose it, but we'll see. Allied Task Force maneuvers. As long as it absorbs shells, it's going to be worthwhile. Because if we can get the torpedoes into these ships, that's going to be good. Yes, AS. Something I wouldn't... I prefer to have lost, but still worthwhile. Still worthwhile. Every shell matters. And if we have any more collisions, that'd be great as well, but every shell truly matters here. I was hoping that the mines might have actually had some role here. Yeah, ideally they're not in vain. Alright, 4,000 yards. I mean, we had so many, like, AKLs and other ships that were of, like, lower value, but the thing is, they just... It seems like they avoided the most of them. Oh, hit but no explosion. Right. Which takes the torpedo back. Okay. Just stay afloat. Take as many shells as you can. I mean, these ships are essentially like our ablative armor, aren't they? But you see all these 18 shells. He's only got so many, we've got to force him to spend them. Crazy night. But this is it. He's felt compelled to come in here. Let's hope that this is worthwhile. So if we can get torpedoes into these ships in the daytime, that'd be amazing. But we've got to make it to that day. We've got to see the sunrise. Okay, so the Azcona goes down there. Okay. Ideally, there's more ships, and ideally, it's more ammunition expended there. But it's getting closer, right? What do we have this time? It's like the next Challenger. That's looking smaller, however. It might be like an Aiden. Okay. But this is the good news, is he keeps using ammunition here. Yeah, that's an AK. Speed this up here. I mean, that's ammunition. All shells. All those shells there. She goes down. 28 shells there. And that's not counting the ones I might have missed. Okay, come on, another shell. Sorry, another... Yeah, there we go. I mean, that is a CM, I think it is. But it's only a tiny one. It's very maneuverable, though. But again, need him to use as many shells as possible. She'll go down quick, though. Just like that. Oh, CMC. Okay, another 7 shells, though. Come on. This will be the CM. But he's still using more shells. Okay, she went down. Oh, no, task force breaks off. Interesting. Interesting. So I managed to actually escape there. But he still used shells. Okay, that's not too bad. And here's the other one. I mean, these fires are going to be helpful for us to locate him. That's interesting. Managed to escape. That's because they're fast and maneuverable. Right, okay. So that looks like the end of the naval phase there. Right. BLeAcHACiD goes down there, unfortunately. Right, yeah, he's bombarding, but he's expended shells. Hopefully it's not so bad. Hopefully. It's going to be a scary one here. I was hoping those mines might have actually helped out. But he's still got less... Don't say that, Paventia. That's awful. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? But we can replace aircraft. We can also fly more aircraft here if needs be. We'll see. Ideally, those mines have an impact. Gonna speed things up just so we can get through it. Otherwise, we'll be here a while. Ideally, it's not very effective. But it's likely going to be fairly effective, I imagine. Hope for the best. But he's having to commit here. He's really committing to this. God, I hope we have aircraft left. I really would have hoped our mines might have done something, but apparently not. Fuck me, that's a lot. Okay. 3 Nels down, 12 zeros down. 11 B4Y1s. Okay, so that's definitely bloody hurt. That did not go as we would have pleased. Well, would have preferred. But, okay, we made it through the bombardment. Ideally, we have something left to fight back with. Definitely not great, but he's going hard on this. Right. Ideally, we have something left to respond with. Right, so we are encountering him again here with the destroyers. Yeah, this would have gone better had we had the actual well, had he actually intercepted all the ships in between. But unfortunately that did not happen. It's going to speed this one up. I can't imagine he's got much of the way of ammunition left, in all honesty. Oh, don't, it's not actually 143, there's actually not 143 there, don't worry about that. He's still got ammunition. I was hoping he would have had less, but hey. I don't think that looks really good. It just doesn't seem to be ever that good. Yeah, so they both go down. Not a good day for us so far. Yeah, now he's encountering them as he should have. That's what we wanted to have happened. Yeah, there's subs in the area, but they're further. And this is what we wanted to happen before he came in. Okay. Let's just pray that there's actually aircraft remaining. There should be some, but we'll hope that they actually target the things that are required. It looks like it's gone, and this is it. This is what we expected. It's difficult, though, to manage. That's the problem. Right. I'm just praying that there's something left to actually fight with. We had about 7 Nels shot down, 8. We still have Nels left. We lost a few of the B4Y1s, but we still have B4Y1s. Yeah, I know, Gary. He gets some really good luck, I know. And apparently no problems with baines, which is rather annoying. Ah, well. Let's just hope that we get some actual torpedoes out there. That'd be nice. Right, more hits on the runway to go. Well, this is it. We can fly more aircraft into the air now. It's annoying, though, so I feel like he's definitely got the best end of the stick so far. Right, coming in with dormances, we have nothing here. He might have actually subdued us, that's the problem here. Oh, he's hitting the port. God bloody damn it, no Captain flow here. Right, Nagara takes another 2 bombs there. But they're still there, heavy fires of course, but still there. I mean, this is a difficult part, we're dealing with 36 enemy warships or more potentially. There's a lot of cruisers, there's a lot of air power. I mean, this is him definitely sending a message, essentially. But if we could get the torpedo strikes in there... Right, he's like, attacking naval, okay. Airfield shouldn't be down, but we'll see. Definitely a rough day for us so far. There'll be people saying, ha, the Allies are invincible, and be completely ignorant to the fact that this is early. For us, but we'll see. I mean, ideally we get some strike, but it seems like... I don't know. I don't know if we'll get a strike. I mean, that's the problem here. I was hoping that we might have been able to prevent the bombardment. It being so strong is a problem. Oh well. I think we have generally some terrible luck sometimes. But c'est la vie. It's war. He's still close, though. Where's a ballsy bastard? And he gets a lot of bloody luck, though. Well, that's true. See, he expended a lot of shells, but yeah, it's just, I don't know, I'm not gonna bitch, We did everything we could there, it's just a shame he bypassed a lot of it. And he got a good damn, well, he got a goddamn good look there. He got that look. Oh, he's got more in? No, brilliant. Are we not? I don't think we're gonna get a strike off here. So it looks like he's gonna come in and take all of this, absolutely no problem. That's very annoying. Yeah, that's really annoying. I think he's had some fucking tremendous luck here. That's amazing. It really annoys me. Yeah, that really pisses me off. Okay. Well, that pisses me off. Well, that's an awful term for us then. That pisses me off. And I know there'll be some fucking arsehole coming in and might start laughing about it. Oh, an AV goes down there to top it off. Oh, well. I can't believe that. I can't believe 0% moonlight. Very low levels of detection on the base, and yet he gets that. That's typical. Well, alright, fair enough. We have shit luck, apparently. That's a good result. 553, so that's gone down nicely. Yeah, definitely not a good foot. Definitely not a good day. Okay, Indian Brigade goes, so it should be both. Yep, they finally go. I was hoping they would surrender. Yeah, that's the only thing they retreat. Oh, at least I can get to them now. Maybe. Maybe. But we haven't lost that much. I mean, we've lost ships, sure. What annoys me... and aircraft, of course. What annoys me is we didn't get the ability to strike back. That's what annoys me. A bad day for us, really. Bad day. Yeah. I think we did get screwed by that RG. I mean, this is it, even with all those shells being wasted. Yeah, that was AFMOL. We got screwed, apparently. I mean, I can replace the actual assets there. We didn't lose that much in the way of air power. What annoys me is it seems we've had a really bad freaking show of it. Ugh. Oh well. I mean, it made sense. I was hoping that our mines would have done something, but apparently the mines just did jack. It is rather annoying. But, well, let's see then. Let's see how bad it is. That, what the fuck? 98 runway damage. Are you fucking kidding me? On 0% moonlight. Okay. Well, that's amazing. Honestly, his luck really does piss me off at times. Like, to an unbelievable degree. Well, that's it. There's not much we can do. We can still resist from Lay. I could still potentially move aircraft to Lay. We still have an ability to strike back, but that is just unbelievable. I mean, Kidapati is not too far away. I am just absolutely flabbergasted, though. Ah, no. But you know what I mean, Venevoken. We had those destroyers, none of them managed to land a torpedo. We had all the task forces in the area. It's annoying. Well, at least we've still got our mines. Well, okay, let's get an idea. So no wonder they didn't fly, because the airfield's just knocked out. I know somebody will be laughing their fucking ass off. I know who that's gonna be. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, well, this is it. He's not too far away. I just can't believe how many assets he has. It's unbelievable. I'd imagine so. Something of that nature. Unless he set to intercept, but then again, he's moved without hex. I just think it's a case of bad luck there, really. Well, I suppose I've got to get used to it by this time now. We do tend to have bad luck. Sucks though. Yeah, not a good turn for us there. That was a real bad turn. I think it's one of the worst turns we've had now. Yeah, 21 zeros today. Not so many G3s. The zeros hurt, but I can replace them in about 4 days. It's the pilots that matter, of course. I just can't believe how bad that went. Not many pilot losses though. Only about 2 wounded in action, 2 killed in action. They can recover from that, it's just we're in a difficult position. I mean, it might very well be that we bring Kidapati full speed. I mean, she's not that far away. Issue is, his cat... It's a difficult one, really, because it is only the 17th... Well, I mean, it was only the 16th of January. We had more zeros than we would have had. It's difficult trying to stop him, that's the problem. Yeah, I know. We can replace that. And in fairness, he was forced to do this. He's burnt a lot to do this. He's used a lot of ammunition. Kidabatai is not that far away. We might yet claim more victims. I mean, the heavy cruisers obviously will be able to get out there. But we might be able to... I don't know. We'll see there. We'll see. Yeah, and I think obviously he expected that. I'm just a little bit annoyed, really. I mean, we've still got the supply, which is good. Nagara's a fucking tank. How many bombs has she been hit by now? Issue is he might decide to linger, but if he lingers, he's going to be engaged by Kidabatai. We'll see. We have a capability to throw out torpedoes from Lay. We might be able to do that. I could potentially do that using Hastings K4s, potentially. But even then, he's going to have these carriers. It's difficult. It really is bloody difficult to manage this. So he's moving in such a concentrated force. But it's a no-holes-barred game. Let's just hope that we get to screw him in the future. Well, we had the sub set up. They're set up over here. But we expect them to move this way. I mean, we could go full speed. We'll discuss that one. I'm not particularly happy about this at the moment. As you can imagine. Well, I mean, in fairness, the runway and the base can be repaired quickly. We have 243 engineers, 12 engineer vehicles there. They should be able to repair it quickly. I just can't believe the luck he's had there. And it's not luck as such, it's obviously just the fact that there's so many fucking ships there. I know, Alka, I know, man. I'm just a bit disappointed at the moment, so it's not going to be like a terribly long stream. Yeah, I'm sure you can understand that. We'll go through the little motions here, then we'll probably call it now. Short one. Fatigue's down here, which is good. Have the regiments arrived? The tank regiments have arrived. The infantry hasn't yet. What do we have here on the airfield damage? 33 is good. Clark is at 12. That's really good there. That's really important to have that. It's got 9 units here, apparently. 21 units here. So he's actually diminished his strength for the time being. Right. I've been how supposed to leave it on my Wednesday. That's difficult. The loss of the DDs hurt. I mean, most of the DDs that were lost were not exactly the most modern ones, of course. Yeah, the VP. It hurts because we didn't get a reprisal strike. That's what hurts. The aircraft losses... Okay, sucks, but it's not too bad. I would have liked to have had a reprisal, but this is it. So many ships there, so many bloody ships. I mean, the only consolation here is he may... Well, he's going to leave in the area. He's definitely got his pound of flesh from that, but I don't think there was much we could have done to stop that. I mean, we have fresh zeros over here, but the issue is... I mean, I could fly them to Lay. That's the alternative here, is we could fly to Lay. Maybe we should have had a alternate... But this is it, sometimes you get caught up. Maybe it would have been worthwhile if we had Lay actually... I mean, that... Yeah. That would have been something we should have considered there. But, I thought Rabat was looking good. Could have gone many different ways there. Could have gone many different ways. Oh well. Why didn't they set out? They should have set out. Why are they loading effing supplies? God damn it. Yeah, I know. I mean, this is it. We're going up against... I mean, there's 3 ships there, 8 ships there. 2 here. There's 10 over here. There's 2 there. There's another 10 there. It's a lot of ships. It's difficult to deal with this much. That's the problem. Well, in fairness, as bad as it is, really, he's turning around. He's heading back to the Coral Sea. So, as bad as it is, I know I'm upset about it, but as bad as it is, we still hold our position. I mean, it might be worse next turn. We might potentially lose more next turn. We have the option to strike from BLeACHACiD, potentially. That's something to bear in mind. Kidabatai is closing in, but the thing is, he's not going to remain in position for Kidabatai. But the fact is, we haven't had to use Kidabatai. Obviously, it would have been nice if I had Kidabatai there, but hey, this is it. 0 losses can be replaced. These guys don't matter that much. G3's not bad losses. The issue is obviously the amount of damage to the actual base there. He loses an SPD3, a B17. Okay. So if he's returning to... This is going to be the question here. Wake's an interesting one. Wake is going to wait a little while. The reason... Oh, actually, looks like he might have pulled units out here. We'll have to do the reconnaissance. We're going to assemble a ASW squadron to go after Wake. We're not going to need the carriers here. What we're going to do is essentially set up, like, high-speed bombardments. So, like, light cruisers and stuff like that, destroyers. And we have an operation in mind. But I don't mind waiting a little while for Wake. It's a difficult thing here. I think it's difficult to explain to some people, really, is the... I don't know, just because we're the aggressor doesn't make us any stronger. I mean, we're in an area here where we're having to rapidly set up. We've been disrupted here many, many times now. It's difficult, very difficult. Had the bombardment not landed, we would have had a very good day. But it is what it is. We still have a submarines in the area, so we still have a chance of reprisal. I do have an active airfield over here at BLeACHACiD. Now, BLeACHACiD is... Let's see. BLeACHACiD is... If I can click off. 9 hexes away. These heavy cruisers, I think we could probably get possibly the heavy cruisers there. Yeah, I mean, this is it. He's heading back. We can see roughly where he's heading back. We might have some luck with our submarines. We still have options here. We've taken losses, but I can still replace those ships. It doesn't particularly matter that much about the ships. The light cruiser surviving is a nice part there. I think even having the light cruisers there would have probably made that much difference, knowing our luck with submarines. Yeah. He's going to head back to Australia, it seems. So he's going to be drawn upon the fuel in Australia. It's an interesting one, really. I think we need to see how we can make this work to our advantage. God, I need more supply there. Yeah, it's going to be tricky, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. I think I would have preferred it if he just buggered off. We'll make it work. The majority of the Zeros have survived. He got a very good bombardment, and I'm not going to lie, that was a very, very good bombardment. To say that it already expended shells as well, but this just shows you here. I mean, like, let's see. 8, so that's 11, 15, 25, 27. So we've got 37 ships there, roughly. And he lost some ships as well. That's a lot of shipping to deal with. But well, c'est la vie. It is going to be one of those days, really. It's going to be one of... I mean, it's been a few days, but I think we can still claim some victims here. These heavy cruisers can move, but I think we could potentially use H6K force here. Possibly a naval attack, but I still have the G3s. And the good news is we still have plenty more assets to commit to this. All we need now is the actual airbase that Raphael repairs. But this is what we need now in the future, is obviously to have all these bases mutually supporting. In future, obviously should have had BLeACHACiD going as well, but issue is supply. Issue is we're being disrupted all the time. But it's only going to be a temporary situation. He's moved into the area. He's been so bloody lucky. His luck has been absolutely atrocious. But he's still been checked to a degree. Yes, he's decimated the base for now, but it will repair quickly. He may come in there, but if he comes in, then Kidabatai is not far. If I go full speed, they're there within one turn. I mean, what I could do is potentially head full speed to Tulagi. I'm in a position to strike, potentially there. We're still with options. And the thing here that's interesting is he hasn't gone full speed. These guys might have, which is very, very interesting. But he's somewhat spread out now. Ship losses is not exactly fun. But I shouldn't take it personally. Yeah, well, we did our best. Yeah, these guys going down sucks. I mean, that guy burned, which is a shame, so hoping that we could have actually saved her. Guys this have probably AOs. Yeah, likely so. I mean, most of them weren't worth that much. Obviously, these guys were, but it's still not that bad. It would have been nice if we take... Well, we did take some victims with us, I guess. I mean... Bloody hell, we have to work so hard for these, like... Oh well. It's not too bad. Let's see. So we should be able to full speed, if we wish, about 16. It would put us in a potential position, but then again, we'll see. That's strange, their numbers seem to be diminishing for some reason. Oh no, actually there was that cap, wasn't there? That makes sense. Okay. Auxiliaries here is an intriguing one. 1 unit there. 1 unit there. Yeah, Java is obviously viable. That can be taken. All the troops are ashore now, which is good, so they've had some time to rest. We should be able to make use of that. We'll get there. Right, the infantry division, so the infantry regiment will be across here. Next turn. And I could potentially launch an attack next turn. That fatigue's not too bad. We're up to 985. We're going to have over 1,000 when the regiment comes across there. I can't recall what fortress level he's at. But we should be able to inflict quite good damage there. I think I probably will attack over here at Clark. Fatigue's up there to a degree, but... Well, then again, I don't have to, do I? No, we don't have to. I don't think he's moving... Yeah, he's moved what he's going to move out of there. Whatever's going to move in is going to move in, so that's fine. We'll wait. We'll wait until we have the fatigue, right? Yeah, rough day. Definitely not how we would have wanted it to have gone, but... Oh well. Closing in over here. Still 4 units. Yeah, we'll be there next turn now. I mean, that's handy. It means we can march a division up this way and cause them problems. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you're thinking of the other game. This is a different play-by-email game. A much more competent one, I'd like to say. But I still made mistakes. But we're playing against Admiral Dadman. He is a moderator on the Warren Pacific Admirals Edition forums. He's a multi-year veteran. Great player. Has a lot of luck sometimes. Well. Okay, I'm done bitching. I've had my time to bitch. Okay, we're going to take this brigade here. A brigade actually should be enough to force it to surrender. That's good. It's actually retreating in the best place for me. Right, division's arrived here. So I can go ahead and order a shock attack. Might as well go and take Nanyang Wildfire. Yeah, God must be an American. Something like that. Right, better move now. So they'll arrive next time. Now, I mean, the bombardment definitely, that went a hell of a lot better than I imagined it would do for him, to be honest. I mean, the fact that he was forced to use shells, I was hoping... But then again, they do carry a good chunk of shells. I don't know. I'm going to be salty forever. Okay. Right, so we do have mixed brigades arriving here. In fact, what I'll do then is just have them in that position, so they can actually aid over here as well then, which is handy. And here too. So I do have a division moving here. So I'm packing right now. Yeah, we'll have another mixed brigade there. So I'm looking at 628 AV there. We could cross the river with that, but I wanna have as much as I possibly can, really. Try and crush him, like on the first cross. Like really, really try and put as much AV there as we can manage, and then that's going to help us out considerably. Now, I mean, the difficult part is we're doing well on land, as much as can be hoped for. Singapore's been a bit of a pain. We're doing well on land, we're having a lot of problems at sea, but that's where things can go really wrong. I mean, ultimately, the ships can be replaced. The aircraft can be replaced within a few days. The actual losses to the squadrons that matter aren't too bad. See, this is it. They could be transferred. We still have active aircraft here. That's the thing to bear in mind. We still have active aircraft. Let's take a look then. Numbers have been reduced, but they're still there. So there's 23 that are available now of fighters. If we go to bombers. Right, okay. So most of them are damaged right now. Majority can be repaired. The music's way too positive. Yeah, we had 2 pilots, 4 pilots in total, but they might have come from other squadrons. They might have been shot down from the Hastings caves, actually. And we still have layers an option here, so I think that's important. So if we take a look over here, that's 14 hexes from lay. That's 19. It may very well be that we transfer some zeros to lay and go for a naval attack. The issue is we're probably better off keeping it very light as we can, really. He still has assets over here. He could still bombard, but the issue is if he remains in that area, he's gonna expect it of a tie. I don't know if it's worthwhile running at full speed, because even if we go full speed, does it really matter at that point? We know how to improve this area now. What we need to do, obviously, in the future is have the supply moved here. But make sure we can build these bases up to be mutually supporting, so that he can't just bombard one. As far as it goes, it's a lesson that isn't that expensive. I mean, obviously we're going to need Kitabatai here so we can repair the base. But even then, he can't linger because Kitabatai is coming. He'll know that. It would have been nice had we got a torpedo into the Enterprise. Oh well. Could have been significantly worse. I don't know how, but it could have been. Maybe. Let's see. Right, we're unloading over there. Yeah. What interests me, though, is the ships that are over here. How much fuel they're going to have. I mean, there is a wider context to this, because obviously he's going to have to return to Australia. I mean, I don't know if we follow as such. It's one of those of, like, if we do that, then we are entering into his domain there. Yeah, the Sea Owls. My god, Nagara is a freaking beast. That's a very busy line. I'm trying to find it now. It's just fortunate that she didn't take a torpedo, really. Yeah, Nagara takes another 2 bombs. She's taken 7,000 pounds of bombs. How the hell is she still going? I mean... That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. It's a freaking light cruiser. It's taken a it's taken a freaking pasting. That was absolutely insane. But I think we'll call it here. So I got a little bit upset, which is understandable. I'd hope people will realise. It's just frustration, but then again, the situation's not that bad. But this is what makes the game amazing. Is these are real situations. It does not always go your way. We are able to replace the losses. It's a shame about the damage of the airfield, but that can be repaired. The V4Y1's okay. A lot are gone. We still have them. We still have G3s that can be transferred to LA if we wish to do so. We still have means of reprisal. But the question comes down to, did he want to remain in the Coral Sea? I think he was forced into this action because he knew if he didn't, he might be potentially attacked. So he was forced in this. I feel like baines are useless to a degree now, but it's not so bad. I just wish we can actually get a day to ourselves, you know. When's our day? When's our day? It's gonna be coming sometime. Okay, let's have them rest here. We'll have them prepare for Kuching, but I will need another naval guard unit there. Actually, in fairness, I might as well get them marching. Yeah, they have really bad aim. My theory is that somebody's actually painted a full-size Nagara on like the dockyard, and what they keep doing is like keep hitting like concrete or something like that. Okay. Okay, we'll go with that then. So, thank you for watching there, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. It's been a harsh one. It's been a harsh one. But, well, we'll have good days to come then. Cross fingers. And ideally we might get some competent torpedo. I don't know. But what gets me is we hit a destroyer. And it's like, really? It's like the time that we had the G4s attacking the Dutch destroyers and etc. And the light cruisers. They couldn't hit the light cruisers for hell. But they could hit destroyers or PT boats. And you're like, what? Really? But we'll go with that then. Until next time, thank you for watching there, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great one. Goodbye for now. See you next time.